In practical scenario, how much script we have to, how much we have to work on the script?
It depends where you end up being in the company. If you are in a small team, you're going to be doing a lot of everything I showed you. If you end up in a big place like Apple, JP Morgan, any big bank, anything over 1,000 is big place, okay?
Okay.
So if you end up, and most of the time, most places is going to be 5,000 a minimum. That's what I'm thinking. And what happened here is scripting the job function kind of these days are falling over into the people who are doing programming.
Yes.
Because what they're doing is instead of this thing here, Bash, they're using a Python, Perl, R, there are a lot of other languages here. But the reason I'm showing you scripting is, it won't be an embarrassment when you go on to job and somebody asks you if you know scripting. Somebody asks you if you know scripting, just say yes, okay? Because scripting is as such.
Basic habit.
Huh? Yeah, you need to know.
Like basic.
Yeah, if you can't write, you should be able to write a basic script. And everything I'm showing in this document, keep this document handy with you, keep it, download it, and keep it on a zip drive with you or a thumb drive, and you will need it. Or put it on your online repository. Because in here, I'm showing you every small scenario that you could build up on. So the current place I'm working on, it's kind of smaller, not too big. Even in that place, also the scripting is done. They're not actually using Bash. I'm using Bash myself, okay? If I'm doing troubleshooting, like 20 servers, 30 servers, I'm doing Bash myself. And then I'm going to show you Ansible, how to use Ansible too, which is going to be, you guys will love Ansible when I'm going to show you. But to keep this with the curriculum, I thought I should show you how to do this here because it's essential part of Linux. If you are into Linux, you should know scripting, regardless if you know deeper or not. But I think I did a pretty good job here explaining you from the scratch here. We started off with nothing. Here I showed you a line. Script is nothing but it's taking the input from the file and it's running it on the command line, one after the other. Instead of we are typing it, it's typing it for you. Instead of typing in at the command prompt, command line.
Basically writing so many commands instead of writing so many commands, you're putting a file and just executing it.
Yeah.
It's kind of programming itself.
It is. And then people get hung up here. If you see a lot of tutorials, they don't show you like how exactly the script is getting executed and all that.
इसके debugging करने का कोई system है साहब?
अभी है, थोड़ा है, अभी बता दो मैं.
सब प्रोग्राम चलाए तो डीबग करते ना, अपन कहाँ जाके जो है ना रुकरा बोल के मालूम करते क्या
वो उसमें जो है ना आपको आउटपुट एरर बताता ना, वो तो उधर देख सकते हो. मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम ये स्क्रिप्ट जो है ना ज़्यादा बड़ी नहीं रहती, 200-300 लाइन की रहती, तो उसमें पकड़ ले सकते. जैसा प्रोग्रामिंग रहती है उसको डीबगर अलग रहता उसका.
अच्छा, इसमें नहीं है डीबगर अलग?
नहीं है, हो सकता. उतना मैं जो स्क्रिप्ट इस्तेमाल करता हूँ जॉब पे उतनी जो है कॉम्प्लेक्स नहीं रहती. ये स्क्रिप्ट के साथ आप जो है ना कॉम्प्लेक्स चीज़ें कर सकते हो. आपको पता है ना भाई, छोटी चीज़ को जो है इसको मल्टीपल टाइम रन करे तो कॉम्प्लेक्स हो जाती है, राइट?
नहीं, खैर प्रोग्रामिंग पूरी है तो पूरी ऑलमोस्ट ऑल प्रोग्रामिंग स्टेप्स आप पूरे कर रहे ना साहब.
हाँ,
प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेजेस है उसके हिसाब से तो आप पूरा फंक्शन सब रूटीन से सब सब कर रहे हैं इसमें
Yeah,
अपन।
exactly.
ठीक है, तो हो सकता है उसके अंदर जो है डिबगिंग का भी पार्ट होगा कहीं ना कहीं, बोल के वो पूछ रहा हूँ।
नहीं वो
अपने को क्या है, थोड़ा प्रोग्राम लिखने के बाद डिबग करे तो समझ में आता कहाँ अपन मिस्टेक कर रहे हैं बोल के, फटाफट फटाफट।
इसमें क्या उन्हें आपको लाइन नंबर देता हूँ।
हाँ, वो लाइन नंबर होने मतलब कहाँ मिस्टेक हो रही वो बताता, और
एग्जैक्टली।
कोसे कोसे वेरिएबल में क्या क्या वैल्यूज आ रहे हैं, कहाँ रुक रहा वो भी बताता उसमें असल में। अब अपन कर रहे हैं सो वेरिएबल में वैल्यूज नहीं बता रहा उन्हें, खाली लाइन बता दे रहा, तो अपने को वेरिएबल में क्या वैल्यू आ रही नहीं समझ में आ रहा असल में।
नहीं उसमें थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस होना। बैश जो है ना बेरबोन है, वो ज़्यादा कॉम्प्लेक्स नहीं है।
सही है, आसान तो है।
हाँ, तो चलो ठीक है फिर जो है ना ये हो गया, फंक्शन हो गया, ग्लोबल हो गया, नेस्टेड भी हो गया, राइट? नेस्टेड। Okay, so function, we did global here. So let me think what is nested. Nested is nothing but you could have, uh, let's see here, global, okay, global function. This is example of global function. That means, okay, so we have function, and inside a function we have another function in here, right?
फंक्शन इन ए फंक्शन।
Yeah. So then we calling function 3 times, 1 2 3। तो ये फंक्शन के अंदर जितने भी कोड है वो 3 बार रिपीट होगा। तो लेट मी क्लियर दिस। ls कौन सा फंक्शन था, वो फंक्शन का नाम ग्लोबल डॉट एस एच। ओके, ये पार्ट जो है ना 3 बार रिपीट हो रहा। दिस इज अ ग्लोबल फंक्शन, सॉरी ये एक बार और रिपोर्ट हो रहा था क्योंकि वो ऊपर है। फिर फंक्शन के अंदर का जो फंक्शन है, ये 2 लाइन है, वो 3 बार रिपीट हो रही। क्यों 3 बार रिपीट हो रही? 1 2 3, 3 बार कॉल हो रहा हो। सो 1 2 3। Okay, so next option I'm gonna see is next is input function. Okay, so actually function with input parameter. Function with the input parameter. And input is provided at CLR. Okay, I'll show you what this means. So let me copy this clear and CP template that I'm going to say input function dot sh. Okay. Oh no. Okay, so let me go into function input. Okay, I think we already did this here. Why didn't I copy this here? Nested global and local function. function with input parameters. Okay, so this is the function with input parameters here. Okay, so let me a little bit go over this. Okay, so what is happening here is we are running a function. We name the function. This could be anything on the planet. You could name whatever you want. Age cal day. So I named it age calculation day. So this is a function. This is the format of a function. And this part you could name it whatever you want. And then here start of the function, end of the function. Between these two curly lines you could put whatever you want. You could put like 200 lines in there. It will be part of a function. Okay, so in here what I'm saying is hello username, you are this many years old, your age in days is this many. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is echo enter your name and then echo enter your age. What it's going to do is name is going to get replaced here, age is going to get replaced here, then age is going to get reused again and put it in here. Since this is part of a expression, it will give you, it's calculating the days. Okay, so expr is starting in the middle of a line, middle of a string or somewhere, so you have to put backtick. Anytime if you are putting a command in here which is like an executable command, you have to put it between backtick. Okay, I think I mentioned this when I started this. So how I'm gonna run this, save and exit, and then I'm running input function .sh is gonna enter your name, age. Now it's gonna say hello Zafar, you are 15 years old and your age is in this many days. So we'll find out the use case for this here. Okay, so just hold on to this and we'll come back to use the use case. Okay, so this is that. So the next concept is function within a function. So I already said that. Okay. The next function I'm going to run is function with the return code. Over here, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to put an exit code there. Okay, in your script, what you could do is so many places. What you could do is you could put a code, and you could tell yourself where this is failing here. Okay, so let's see here. Copy template. and then I'm going to name it exit code .sh. Okay, I'm going to go in there, exit code .sh, and then I'm going to say bin bash. This is a return in exit code example. Yes. So these are some input parameters here. Okay, so I'm going to say yes equals 0, no equals 1. I'm going to say first
इक्वल्स नहीं लिखे साहब यस में,
equal है ना?
कहाँ है लिखा हुआ इक्वल? यस 0 लिखे खाली.
नहीं नहीं, वो कैलकुलेट का वो इक्वल नहीं है ये. This
अच्छा,
equal is input parameters here. So let me go back up here. That is not a boolean equal. The one you're thinking is, so this is a variable equal. So we're going to provide this at the command prompt. Okay,
okay.
so over here we have Chicago equal Illinois and New York equal New York, right? When we run this script, if it matches Illinois, it will say echo it's Midwest. If it matches New York, it says New York is East Coast. Okay, so that's what this is. So first equal $1, second equal $2, third equal $3. Okay, now I'm going to declare a function. Okay, I'm going to say function check parameters. Okay, it's going to open and close like that. And then I'm going to open and close the code in here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some if then else statement. If, okay, so over here what I'm gonna do is minus z. Give me 1 second here, I need to check. Sync. $question exclamation. Okay, so what will happen is this one is a little what you have to do is, if you want to check at the start here if all the parameters are met, when we are good using the script with the parameters, we're putting 1. Okay, so when we're gonna run the script here, this is how we will run it. Okay, so name of the script, and we're gonna say 1 2 3. It needs like 3 parameters for it to execute the script here. Okay, if it doesn't get 1, then it will give you the exit code. So let's see how that would work here. So what I'm gonna do is if exclamation -z. Okay, what is this gonna do is gonna see if we get like a third parameter in there. So when we are running the third parameter, if the it's gonna check actually 1 to 3, sorry. If third parameter is missing, then it will give us a error code. So what you're gonna do is return is built in $yes. Okay, so what is this part is? This part is return is built in check to check the code. Okay, it's kind of checking if it's receiving the input correctly. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say, you have if then else, right? There should be then over here. If then else, if it doesn't match, then say echo we did not get 3 inputs. Okay, and then I'm gonna say return again $no. Okay, and then how do you close the if function? How do you close the if function? With fi. You open if with if and close it with fi. Okay, so now over here the execution of function is here. Okay, so we are executing it from here. So all I have to do is just copy and paste it here. If I don't paste it in here, this part won't be read by the script. It's in there, but it won't be read and it will not be executed. So now what I'm going to do is now I'm going to create my own variable, return underscore vals equals $? So it's gonna check the values you put in at the command prompt. This is what it's doing here, $? So now what will happen is, we'll check if we return the 3 variables or not. So check the 3 inputs. Okay, return underscore vals. Okay, where is this coming from? It's coming from right here. Okay, is equal to, now what we're going to do is yes, dollar yes. Where is yes coming from? So it's going to evaluate here. It's going to either go yes 0 or no 1. That means if it's no, then it will run this part here. If it's yes, then it's going to give us an error message. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is echo v received 3 inputs, and they are, so when it gets the input here, you're gonna do echo input 1 dollar first, and dollar second, dollar third. Okay, and let me close the else statement. Else echo, this is how we run the script. How are we gonna run the script here? You're just showing, this will come up if it's gonna come up to exit code.sh. I'm gonna say input 1, input 2, input 3. And if it doesn't work, then I'm gonna give my own exit code 137. I'm gonna give exit code 111. Something like that. You could make this up, okay? I know it's gonna be a little difficult here. You're gonna have to practice this a little bit here, okay? So I'm gonna run this exit code, and it says we did not get the input here. Exit code line 45, syntax error, and line 45. So I'm gonna go into line 45. I'm gonna say set number. Okay, we're at 45. Where is the problem? Else if I'm going to say New York, Chicago, Dallas. It's not working. It says else. Syntax error near unexpected token else. So let's see here, else. If then else. So I have to put then over here. All right. It's working. Now it's giving an error message. Okay, so there is a built-in function here. Whenever you're getting an error message, right? What will happen is you have to do a dollar question mark and it will give you what that error message is. So if I type PWD, it gave the good output, right? If I type dollar this, it says bash error command 0. So 0 is, it doesn't give you any error message. That means the command ran smoothly. Okay, so if I do something like this, and if I do a dollar question mark, it will give you a command error. So these are built in here. So if you put in bash 127, it is related to command not found. So it's giving us a 127. So over here, if you go in here 111, you want to see where is 111 coming in here, right? Where is the error code 111? Exit code 111 here. So the reason exit code is 111 here is you are not running the command correctly. You are supposed to run like this. So if I do exit code input 1, input 2, input 3, so it will do like that. We receive 3 inputs and they are input 1, input 2, input 3. Where are these coming from here? Whatever you put in at the command execution. So if I put Zafar, Austin, Suleiman, it will give you that. So I would say don't sweat too much about this. These are all the concept here. I'm gonna show you, make sure you know all the concept. If you ever need to use this, so you have to come back here and look and work with it. Is someone join? Wait a minute. Okay, now let's do this here. So that's the end of scripting.
That's it? It's just those basic commands? Those scripting
Yeah.
is done?
What do you mean basic? Let's do this here. Let's do a challenge scripting. That way. I want everybody's input here. Okay, guys, come on. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna clear lsblk. Okay, so I have this many drives in here, right? Make sure you have these many drives here and sitting there and getting wasted. What we're gonna do is we're gonna create a little bit of script here that will automatically create our LVMs. So what I'm gonna do is, let's go back to the so we did this here, right? Remember how we created LSBLK and all that? What we're gonna do is we're gonna create a dynamic script that will automatically create the LVM for us. So let's work on this together here. I'm gonna open a new tab. Okay, so we're gonna pick 3 disks here, and then from there what I'm gonna do is the F disk, we're not using F disk a lot. So let's see here. So we're gonna do pv create dash fd, all this here, right? So how am I gonna put this in the script? So everybody help me with this here. I'm gonna create cp template, and then I'm gonna say lvm dot sh via lvm dot sh. So you all know you have to, if you want to run the script, you have to give shebang bin bash. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm sleepy, I don't know why, but let's see here. We'll work through this here. Okay, so over here I'm gonna say this script will create LVM And the first one is um, this script uses 3 disk and this script will create 4 logical, right? How many we had in there? 4 logical drives. Yeah, 1 2 3 4 4 logical volumes. And what are those 4 volumes? Accounting, what happened? You guys keep getting disconnected?
मॉडम सता रहा सब हमारा,
Oh, okay.
ऑटोमेटिक डिस्कनेक्ट हो रहा, ऑटोमेटिक कनेक्ट हो रहा है, पता नहीं क्या हो गया, वो 8 दिन से बहुत सता रहा।
नहीं, वो कॉमकास्ट वाले करते हैं वो साले बदमाशी।
वो जो है वो मॉडम चेंज करो बोल के है।
कर दो, वो अच्छा है। आजकल $14 में जो है ना, महीने को $14 ले रहे, मेरे उनका ही हर डेक कुछ भी खराब हुआ तो राइट अवे आके फिक्स करे तो लोग।
मेरा अपना जाती है साहब, वो अब वो चेंज करो बोल रहा।
हाँ, डॉक्सिस 3.1 आया ना, अब डॉक्सिस 3.0 होगा, इस वास्ते बहुत सताता। मोडम के ऊपर देखो डॉक्सिस 3.0 है तो बेकार हो गया वो।
डॉक्सिस 3.0 बोल के है।
हाँ, वो 3.0 है तो पुराना हो गया वो।
अच्छा,
मेरे को ये बहुत सताया, क्लास में सताया मेरे को। मैं
मेरे को
बोला
8
भाई।
दिन से
हाँ,
मैं तो सुबह शाम पढ़ने पढ़ाने के मामला है, रोज ना डिस्कनेक्ट कनेक्ट होते जा रहा हूँ।
नहीं, आपको अपग्रेड करना पड़ता। मैं अपग्रेड करे बगैर जो है प्रॉब्लम दे रहा था मेरे को।
क्या उस कोई क्या मोटरोला का है साहब, मोटरोला में अच्छा कौन सा रहता, फिर आप कौन सा लेना।
अभी कितना पे कर रहे हैं बिल?
अब मैं तो खैर मिनिमम इस पे हूँ, $50 $55 पे कर रहा हूँ, मॉडम मेरा है।
हाँ, तो ठीक है। अब जो है ना, अल्लाह क्या कर रहे हैं मालूम, कॉमकास्ट वाले अच्छी डील दे रहे हैं। एक्सफिनिटी है शायद।
हाँ, एक्सपीरियंटी है।
तो मेरे को क्या, मैं भी तंग आके जो है इसको अपग्रेड कर दिया। $64 पड़ रहे मेरे को, $14 ऑटोमेटिक बिल के साथ $64 पड़ रहे हैं। $14 का मॉडम रहता, $50 का
लाइन
प्लान है। और 300 MB आ रहा मेरे को यहाँ पे, हेडेक ही खत्म।
आप लोगों को जरा वो बात करके देखना है लोग।
मैंने उनको एवरी ईयर कॉल करना पड़ता है, उनका गेम ही वो है।
वो उनका मॉडम न रहना, अपना मॉडम रहना बोल के ले लिए तो ना ये सता रहे हो।
नहीं भाई, अब दे दो ना, सदका समझ के $100 $14 दे दो महीने को। कुछ भी
सही।
किरकिरी खत्म हो देना, बगैर इंटरनेट के नहीं रह सकते, कोई भी नहीं रह सकते यहाँ पे।
बिल्कुल, अब आजकल तो बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो गया सब, ऑनलाइन पूरा हर चीज ऑनलाइन चल रही, बड़ा मसला हो रहा।
तो क्या करो आप, एक्सफिनिटी गीगाबिट प्लान बोल के ऐसा डालो। गीगाबिट का नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, मगर या xfinity.com/gig बोल के डालो।
अच्छा,
उसके अंदर जो है प्लान्स है, इंटरनेट डील्स, कहाँ है ये, shop our best monthly internet prices. What do you guys have in East Coast? Is it Xfinity still?
Yeah, Verizon, Fios, Xfinity.
oh Verizon, that is a Verizon.
Yeah, Verizon, Fios.
So this is Comcast, that is not Verizon.
I think Xfinity took over Comcast though.
टू फोर वन वन डालो साहब ने तो मेरे घर का डाल दो 2411 वेस्ट फिच स्ट्रीट फिच एवेन्यू फिच FITCH 60645
ले लिया।
हाँ 60645 अपार्टमेंट। चलो ठीक है। एफ नहीं लेता सब ने गलत नहीं लेता नहीं लेता हो आया उसके अंदर
क्या है बोलो?
2411 वेस्ट फिच एवेन्यू शिकागो या अपार्टमेंट नंबर 2F डालिए।
ऑलरेडी है बोल रहा साला।
हाँ ऑलरेडी है बोल रहा। ऑलरेडी है वाला को तो बहुत पैसे लेते बड़े।
तो मैं परसों क्या लिया 300 बता रहा था, यहाँ पे अब 400 बोल रहा। 1 ईयर एग्रीमेंट। हाँ ये इतना है देखो 33 डिस्काउंट आपको $50 पड़ता देखो।
ये
हाँ ये देखो यहाँ बता रहा ना बॉटम लेफ्ट में, और 400 आता ऊपर से आपको। मैं 1-2 महीने पहले लिया, ये 200 के बाद 300 फिर 400 था। यहाँ पे डबल कर दे रहे हैं, एक्स्ट्रा दे रहे हैं अब तो $50 में।
खाली ना ऊपर बताते होंगे अंदर तो नहीं आती होंगी इतनी स्पीड।
नहीं आती भाई, आ रही
आ रही
आती मैं बताता हूँ मेरा। हालांकि मैं वाईफाई से कनेक्टेड हूँ तो भी अच्छी आ रही है।
कितने डिवाइसेस है साहब कनेक्टेड आपके पास? अब उसको बात कल परसों बात करें तो उन्हें हमारे ऊपर ही डाल रही है। आपके पास 4 डिवाइसेस है, इतनी स्पीड नहीं
देखो
आती।
300 है मेरी तो इतनी आ रही है अब राइट नाउ।
राइट
मेरे पास अनलिमिटेड डिवाइसेस है, 40 होंगे।
वाह वाह वाह, फिर अच्छी स्पीड दे रहा आपको।
हाँ स्पीड अच्छी दे रहा ना, नाक में दम से बंद है। उन लोगों को मालूम है किधर का वो करना कर देते। ये देखो ये 400 में इनका डील क्या रहती, कॉल करके बोलना और $14 का मोडम रहता है, $64 में आपका हो जाता काम। उल्लाई चला के कर देते सब।
वैसे ही अच्छा दिख रहा हो। आप उसको बोले तो नहीं, आपका मॉडम 2016 का है साहब बोल रही मेरे को।
अब के नए मॉडल में लेने तो $250 का खर्चा है, वो कैसा भी।
हाँ उतना ही पड़ता हो, फिर 2 साल में खराब आया था।
ठीक है
जज़ाकल्लाह साहब।
हाँ ठीक है चल। So now, what I'm doing is what we have already manually did. We're gonna put it in a script, okay? And then so on top of that, we're gonna have it create the directories, okay? This will create directories for mounting LVM directories. Then what it's gonna do is, then we're not gonna stop there. This will make FS tab entries. And then it will mount from FS tab. Okay. Okay, चलो ठीक है. तो before that, let me go back into FS tab and see. Nothing is in there from last time. So FS tab is clear, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, guys, help me. What is my very first command? I determine I need 3 disks here. So what disk I need to do? What do I need to do here? So let's zero in LSBLK, right? So we're gonna use SDB, SDC, SDD. So we have, let's use this here, first 3.
BCD.
Yeah, BCD. So what I'm gonna do is go back in my script. Here, what I'm gonna do is, what is the command I'm gonna do? Over here CBD. Let's follow this and do CBD, okay?
CDD.
Yeah, highlight है ना? Go ahead.
हाँ, CDE. Okay.
LSBLK CDE.
तो पहले डिफाइन करना ना सब ड्राइव्स को अंदर.
हाँ, ड्राइव्स को डिफाइन करेंगे. कैसा करेंगे?
वैल्यू उसको भी वेरिएबल देके उसको वो देना.
Very good, very good. Let's do it here. Echo. पहले क्या बोलना है यहाँ पे? Echo. This script is used for creating the LVM. Second echo. This script needs at least 3 disks. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say echo enter the first disk info information info. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is example dev slash SDB. Okay, let's keep it that way because first one is, let's do C actually. And over here, so it's gonna pause here. It's gonna run this, it's gonna run this, then it's gonna run this, then it will wait here. Then we're gonna say read. Read is a built-in command here, okay? So we are asking it to give disk 1. And then repeat. Now just notice here, most of the time things are just getting repeated here.
एक ही उसमें लिख दो ना तो आप 3 हो गए. गिव 3 डिस्क.
नहीं, रहने दो अभी जरा. Okay. So SD, SDC, SDE,
DNE.
D, and E. Okay.
Yes.
So we'd identified the disk so far. Okay. So now once we get the input here, what we're gonna do is what do we need to do next step? We need to do PV create. So I'm going to literally copy this PV create and put it here, right? But what if you gave something else here, right? So what I'm going to have to do is I have to change this here, disk 1. Well, how are we going to replace this with disk 1? You have to give $disk1. $dis2, then $dis3. Okay, get it, guys?
Yes.
It's gonna run it here, then it's gonna wait. This is our input. Whatever we put in here, it will be replaced over here.
Yes.
Whatever we put in here, it gets replaced here. Whatever we put in here, it gets replaced here. And now it will create the PV create is readying it for, it's readying it for making it a
Space.
LVM disk. Okay, it making it a LVM disk. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is echo enter the name of the volume group you want. So over here we did volume group, right? VG create. Over here we did ZMPT1. Instead we're gonna give example option here for somebody to give we're gonna give somebody a chance to give whatever name they want. Okay, I'm gonna say ZMPT1 example. Okay, I'm gonna say read. So I'm gonna say now I'm gonna create a variable. So you are ready to give the name here, right? So how are you gonna input the name? You're gonna give the create a variable in here. I'm gonna say VG name1. Okay. Now what is gonna happen is we're gonna run this command here, VG create. So I'm gonna say VG create and then $VG1. Whatever you put it in there, it will replace here and then it will take that as execution. And then where are you creating the VG1? On this 3 disk. So you just copy and paste 3 disks there. Okay, now this part is done. This part is done and this part is done. Now what I'm gonna do is so VG display, we don't need to worry about that. So we have done these 3 physical disks here. Now it has become ZMPT1, the top one. Now what I'm gonna do is, okay, now we need to make 4 partitions here. So how am I gonna do that? So let's see here. It's pretty easy, guys. I mean, this is where the commands are coming in. This is where your scripting skills are coming in. So I'm gonna say we set 4 disks, right? So I'm gonna say echo enter name of first LV. Okay, example accounting. Okay, I'm gonna say read first LV. This is something I'm making it up. Okay, so let's copy this, paste, paste, paste. So here this is first one. Okay, and then I'm gonna say the second one is finance. And I'm gonna make sure this is also second. This is just the string, it means it's text. First LV, then I'm gonna make it second LV. Okay, and this is third. And the third one is HR, right? Now I'm going to say HR. And third. And then the fourth one is recruiting. So I'm going to say fourth, right? And you know what? I think I need to enter the size also. Sorry, I missed here. First, second, third. This is fourth. Enter the name of first LV, second LV, third LV, fourth LV. Read first LV, second LV, third LV, fourth LV. Over here, echo enter the name of, here I'm going to say enter the size you want. Enter size you want in gigabytes, GB. Example, $10G. Okay, so this part you have to be careful how are you gonna do it. So I'm gonna say read size 1. Read size 2. Read size 3. And read size 4. It's pretty simple. There is nothing in here that is new to you. Okay, so second LV size, third LV, fourth LV size. So size we have here size 1, size 2, size 3, size 4. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create the LV create here. LV. You could put a echo command in here, nice. Creating LV, and then you could even say which LV you're creating. Okay, so which LV you're creating, you could say $. First LV. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this command in here on my left. So how am I going to do that? LV create -n is new. Okay, and what I'm going to do is dollar logical volume name first LV. So this is coming from when you put it in there, whatever. If you put in junk in there, it will read as junk and give it the LV name junk. So hopefully we're going to put in accounting in there because it's a first LV. Okay, then if it's logical -L capital L, and what about the size? Size is dollar size 1. Okay, and then the volume group name. So we don't know what the volume group name is going to be, right? So where did we get the volume group name? All the way up here. Yeah, right here. VG name 1. But it has to be a dollar VG name. Everybody with me so far?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Now you see why scripting is going to come into play here. And the next part is MKFS. We're going to make a file system out of it. So I'm going to say mkfs.xfs /dev/ if it's going to be ZMPT, we don't know if it's going to be ZMPT, right? So we're going to do this / first LV. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go this. Second LV, and this part I'm going to change it to second LV, and over here second LV, echo creating LV, and I will give you the name of the second LV here. Okay, it's just repeat. It's repeating now. All you have to do is just change it here, second to third. Hopefully I'm not messing it up when I'm typing this. VG name 1, and I'm gonna say third LV, and over here is gonna be size 3. Okay, if you put size 2, it's gonna be a messed up. Size 2. Is it fourth? Yeah, fourth. Ooh, over here I saw a mistake. LV. Third LV. And over here I'm going to say fourth LV. And the size is going to be size 4. VG name 1. And then over here VG name 1 and is going to say fourth LV here. Okay, let's start from top here. I want to make sure the only thing you have to worry about is these things here. Make sure it's named correctly, spelled correctly. Creating FOURTH LV, right? This looks bad here. Enter the first disk and then I'm going to say second disk. And over here, third disk. Okay, it never hurts to go back and look at your, so we are done with 3 disks. Disk 1, disk 2, disk 3. Okay, now we're going to do disk 1, disk 2, disk 3. Enter the name of the volume group VG, example ZMPT1. Okay, so we're gonna give over here whatever the name we are waiting. This is a placeholder, okay? Whatever that name becomes, it will become here. VG create, and we're gonna use 3 disks. This 1, this 2, this 3. This 2, this 3, okay? And then enter the name of first LV. Read first LV, and whatever you put in here, it has to be matching here. And read size 10. Size 1, second LV, size 2, third LV, size 3, fourth LV, size 4, okay? Now creating LV, creating LV, creating LV2, creating third LV. I'm only worried about the spelling here at this moment, nothing else. Okay, fourth LV, okay? Fourth LV, okay, good. Now it's time to, now I'm gonna say echo, time to create mount points. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is mkdir, okay, and then I'm making a directory in slash. I'm going to say dollar first LV, mkdir, over here, right? Yeah, we are making directories here. Dollar second LV, mkdir, What is going to be third one? Dollar third LV. MKDIR dollar fourth LV. Now what I'm going to do is
FS tab कर रहा है.
FS tab. Now we're going to do FS tab. Echo making FS tab entry. So what I'm going to do is echo. So you have to know what kind of entry the FS tab takes. So FS tab entry, okay, over here it takes this entries here. If etc FS tab right here, like 4 entries. Okay, good. Echo dev slash, if it's LVM it will be read as mapper. Now at this point you're gonna say dollar, okay, this point.
मैपर के क्या है साहब?
नहीं, वो बिल्ट इन रहता, वो छोड़ नहीं सकते उसको.
रीजन क्या है इसका?
नहीं, मैप यानी वो उसको मैप कर रहा हूँ मैं.
अच्छा, खाली FS tab.
FS टैब को मैप नहीं, FS टैब को नहीं, LV को मैप कर रहा हूँ.
अच्छा,
मैं बताता हूँ थोड़ी देर में. So over here what we're gonna do is we're gonna do first LV, second LV, third LV, and fourth LV. Hopefully I'm not messing it up anywhere. Okay, and then the next part would be this part here. And what will happen is we are doing double arrow. What does a double arrow means?
Redirect.
Huh?
Redirect.
Yeah, redirect, but what redirect? What is it doing to the file?
Redirect into the file.
Yeah, but is it going to overwrite the file?
It's gonna add to it.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. It's going to add, when you have double arrow, it will add to the file. If you have a single arrow, you're going to kill the, you're going to kill. If you have this here as a single arrow, whoa, you're going to make, if it's a production box, it's going to be, you're going to be in big trouble, buddy. Oh, well, you know, this part usually comes before you give it to production.
So one arrow means it's something already in there, and you want to put it on top of it.
One arrow
Two
is in
means
that it's gonna wipe everything in on it, and whatever you're telling it to do, it will do it.
Yeah, and then 2 means it's just gonna there's
Add-
something in it, and it's gonna add to it.
Add to the bottom of the line. Yep.
Yep. Okay.
So I'm gonna say echo loading from FS tab entry. So I'm gonna say mount -a. Don't tell me you don't know what mount -a is. Okay.
It means mount all.
Yeah, right here.
Mount all.
Mount all, and it reads the FS tab entries. And then it's going to say df-h. Displaying your artwork, okay? Let's put it that way. It literally is an art. What does DFFNH does? Alright guys, cross your fingers and then hopefully this will work. Are you guys still with me?
Yep.
Okay, let's do it together here. So I'm going to do LSBLK. So now what I'm going to do is, in fact, let me open a new session, duplicate session. Oh, this one doesn't. In fact, let me go into VI etc sshd dot vissh sshd the root login is disabled, so oh, you know what, I'm gonna mess around with it later. Okay, so I'm in as Zafar now. So over here, I'm gonna do clear lsblk df-h. Okay, so let's see here what is gonna happen here. I'm gonna run the script. lvm.sh. Okay, I'm gonna hit enter. Enter the first disk information. Example, dev/sdc. So we're gonna go ahead and hit enter /dev/sdc. Or what we did, SDD, right guys? Let's see here. Yeah, we decide on SDC, SDC, D, and E. Okay, SDC, I'm going to hit enter. Second disk /dev/SDE /dev/SD. Okay, see over here I messed up. It says SDE. We already used it, so I'm going to use SDC. I'm gonna do SDD here. I could still do SDD, okay? And then it says physical volume SDC, E, and D is successfully created. Okay, so we are done with that part. Now, over here, so PV create is done. Now it's asking for the volume group name. So we're going to give the volume group name ZMPT1. ZMPT1. Enter. ZMPT1 successfully created. Now name of the first accounting logical volume. So I'm going to give accounting. Second, finance. Third, HR. Fourth, oh shoot, I messed up. Instead of giving the numbers, I'm giving name here. So Control C. Hopefully, okay, I'm gonna say dev SDC, dev SDD, dev SDE. Okay, so it's already there. Physical volume not initialized. Okay, I'm not worried about that part, okay? Now, what I'm gonna do is volume grape name ZMPT1, enter the first volume name, accounting, and the size I'm gonna give is 24 GB, okay? Enter the finance one, is finance. And the size is 16G. Enter the name of the third volume, HR. And the size I'm gonna give is 8G. 8G. And then it says enter the name of fourth LV. Fourth LV is recruiting. And the size is 12 GB. Okay, so XFS is already there. Creating LV. I'm gonna say yes.
Mrs. Zafar, when you messed up, the Control C canceled it out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's messed up. It created so many things here. So what I'm gonna have to do is let's run the dd command here. dd input file equals 0 dev/0 output file equal dev/sdc. sdd byte size equal 1K. Okay, SDC, SDD, and SDE. SDD. SDE. I want to do it the easy way, guys. How do I do it the easy way? Okay, so I'm gonna say VGS, VG remove ZMPT1-Y. Okay, it's not there. VG remove. You know what, guys? I'm gonna clean this up. Let's pick this up tomorrow. Okay? I'm gonna clean this up and then we'll pick it up tomorrow and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Yep.
All right. So any
All right.
questions?